Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you are watching this. So, to the untrained eye, not much has changed. And you're right, not much has changed, but there's been a lot of work to get it back to where not much has changed. So, I had a leak from the sump and I had to take a lot of things off to get the sump off. To reseal it. So what I've done, it was leaking from the actual half moon gaskets, which I've complained about before. So what I actually did this time is took it off, cleaned up both surfaces. I also scuffed, it's a brand new sump, and I should have done this first time probably. I keyed the lip of the sump as well, sealed it all, used proper sealer that they use at Nissan. So hopefully that will solve that problem. But I'll take you in a second and show you the bits I had to take off this to get the sump off. I did film it all, but I had bad hay fever, so you can't understand a word I say, and my filming's all over the place, so I've deleted that footage. But yeah, I'll show you what I did have to take off and what I had to put back on, just for the sump leaking. So we'll start here. I had to take this tie arm off to miss the sump. I had to take the exhaust manifold off. I still had to put the lambda sensor back in, so I'll put that in a second, so obviously I had to take that off. What else did I have to take off? I had to take off this gearbox mount. I had to take off this line for the clutch. I had to take the starter motor out. Probably didn't have to take the starter motor out. In fact, yeah, I did, because I had to move it back and I wouldn't have had enough clearance. What else did I take off from this side? I think that's it from here. So down the back, I had to take that rear mount off. Can you see it? Yep, that rear mount down there. I had to take that off. I had to take the selectors off. The selector and the brace for the selector. And then I had to take the gearbox off and move it back. All to get to the sump. So hopefully it will not leak any more oil. So I'm going to put some more oil in it again to see if it leaks. And to be honest, this time if it does, it's a Mini, innit? They're meant to leak. So we can just say it's an A-series engine. It is a 1275, like would have been it originally. So there you go. So yeah, that's what I've done so far. So I'm up here now, and I'm putting the all the hubs back on and everything like that. So I'll show you that bit now. Right then, so it's time to put the hubs back on. I really want it back on its wheels. It's annoying me being up in the air like this. Now hopefully the sump's sealed and get it back down on the ground. So my wheel hubs, I've got Timken bearings in, brand new. New seals and everything like that. So I'm going to put these in now. So I will be, I mean these are brand new again, but I will be replacing them, the ball joints. I think I'm going to, I don't want to do it, but I think I'm going to go for the sealed units so you don't have to mess about with. They're expensive, but I think they're probably worth it, to be fair. Cows aren't happy up to you today, are they? That bottom bolt doesn't feel very good, but it's probably because the threads are knackered on it. Let's give it another go. Alright. And then let's stick snip these up. So again, don't worry that it's not got a seal on it or anything, because they'll be getting replaced anyway. This is just, I'm going to treat these as serviceable items from now on. So when the car's almost ready to go on the road, I'll replace them as if it was on the road and they just needed doing anyway. But these will get it rolling and hopefully get it just driving around the yard and stuff. Right, so that is a hub now on the car. So we'll fit the brakes now. So obviously I've swapped from the 8.4s, the 7.9s to the 8.4s, which means the drive flange is now separate from the disc. On these 7.9s, I think it is, they're part of the disc, so that's the disc. And I've refurbished the calipers myself, I've been quite pleased with. So new bolts there, because they're split apart, new seals, new pistons, and bleed nipple. Never done it before in my life. Thought, why not give it a go? And then I've painted them the same colour as the roll cage, because I like things shiny once, at least once. So yeah, we'll fit them. As like I say, the disc and the pads are used, and they won't be staying, but as long as they're on for now, and I can get some sort of movement out of them, I think that's what I'm after.
For the money, you know what it is. 2 for the show, yeah, we shut it down. 3 just to make sure you ready. 4, let them know that we run this town. 1 for the money, you know what it is. 2 for the show, yeah, we shut it down. 3 just to make sure you ready. 4, let them know that we run this. Feeling good, yeah, I could taste it. I could tell that it's one of them days. Sun keep beaming and shining on my face. Surfing the breeze, yeah, I'm riding that wave. Wave, riding that wave. Sitting on top, everything is okay. Hit my stride, try to keep my pace. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You are now tuned in to the greatest. The greatest of all time. The greatest of all time. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be better. 1 for the money, you know what it is. 2 for the show, yeah, we shut it down. 3 just to make sure you ready. 4, let them know that we run this town. 1 for the money, you know what it is. 2 for the show, yeah, we shut it down. 3 just to make sure you.
Well, it's back on its wheels. I had to time lapse some of that because the rain, you wouldn't have heard a thing. Even I couldn't hear music or anything. So yeah, so it's back on its wheels. The only thing I need to do, I've taken the centre cap out of the wheels because I haven't got the socket with me to tighten up the castle nut. Plus, I think they're going to have to come back out anyway because that's what holds the disc on the minis. So I think that's going to have to come back out anyway for the drive shafts, which, oh, keep forgetting about them. Ta-da! Look at them. I'm definitely going to get one tyre fire out. Bit of a difference. Anyway, but you can see there's actually not much difference in the between the Mini and the MIcra shafts anyway. And Mini outers are 19 splines and MIcra inners are 21 splines. So they're really not far off each other anyway. So yeah, I'm very happy. Thank you, Mr. Campion, for sorting them out for me. So yes, I do need to sort the drive shafts out, but I need to get the inner CV joints out of the box first. Again, I need a bigger pry bar. I've tried, and I need my bigger pry bar. So there's my drive shafts. So rather than just stalling there, I mean it's not as easy to lean on anymore. Nope. Bubble wrap. Yeah, so just a couple of things to explain as well. Again, I'm not running them discs, I'm not running them pads, and I'm not running them Cara pins. Yeah, not running them either, because I'm only running them now. As you can see, I've got a new kit. So while I'm up here, I might as well have a go at fitting the roll cage. But before I do, I'm going to make on some cardboard aided design, I'm going to make some plates for the other side, some strengthening plates. I'm going to use the actual roll cage, stop standing on that, the actual roll cage itself, mounting plates as a template. Oh, I can't think of anywhere better to put it than hang it on the Mini. And there is my foot plates. So I'll cut them out and transfer them to metal. And I can pre-drill the holes. I'll probably elongate the holes slightly, just in case they're off a bit. But yeah, fairly happy with that. So I think it's now time to have a go at fitting this. Yeah. I've done this before and it's an absolute pain in the ass. Let's see.